Attention, you are now listening to the Extra Medium Show with your hosts, Alex and Corey.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Extra Medium Show. I am Corey.
I'm Shaman.
And across the room, as usual...
Shaman.
What?
You threw me off. Why'd you introduce you as yourself?
Giving the people what they want.
Wild, man. Switching it up. Who cares? Just wanted to see how you'd react.
Not well.
No.
Nah. I am Corey.
And I'm Alex.
And across the room, as usual...
I'm Shaman.
And this week, we are talking Pixar movies.
Yes.
So, tell us what your top picks are. Pixar.
Why are you saying Pixar like that? It's making me uncomfortable a little bit, but I like it.
What's wrong with that?
I just felt
Pixar.
weird. Pixar.
That's what it is.
Pixar.
It's not
Pixar. All right, anyways.
It's an X.
What one do you think of instantly? Right now, Pixar movie.
Toy Story.
Okay.
Cars.
Ooh.
Really?
Wild card. Shaman just has to be different. Why? Explain yourself, sir.
I like cars.
Do you like Owen Wilson?
I like
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Do you like cars like Cars, or the movie Cars?
Both.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought Cars was a good take
Came out
on
it was 2006.
What?
Came out in 2006.
Cars?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
That's
that.
wild.
I'm old.
I didn't know that either.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I liked how it kind of gave the aspect of a celebrity. You know, he's full of himself.
A car.
And
What do you
then
mean?
he gets humbled real quick. Bam.
I mean, take it for face value.
Radiator Springs.
Yeah. And you got the classic Route 66,
Mm-hmm.
right? It helped those businesses in real life.
But like from an overall...
You know who I liked in that movie? The two forklifts.
Italians?
Yeah, the Ferrari guys.
What do you think of, Alex?
I like Toy Story, but I'd probably say The Incredibles.
Okay.
I love that aesthetic
Really?
of that like 1960s, 50s, 60s like. And I don't want to say superhero-y kind of thing, but yeah.
Like
you know,
the situation, almost.
It's just I love that 60s like sci-fi or superhero kind of stuff. It's just like the gadgets they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. Like Jetsons-y,
Yeah.
you know.
Toy Story is probably, in my opinion, like the best of Pixar.
Yeah.
But that, as we've discussed, that's not necessarily our favorite.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite is A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
It is a great movie. And I just love the whole concept of it. I love Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Mm-hmm.
All the being little in the world, like that kind of thing. When I went to Disney World as a kid and they had a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing, and like it was like giant grass and like all this stuff you could climb on that was like normal stuff, like a roll of film that you could slide down and stuff. It was cool.
Now, A Bug's Life, is that the one? Did Pixar movies have intros? Like
The shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the chess player? I believe it is.
It might be.
Do you know what short I'm talking
the
about?
old man.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like playing chess against himself.
Yeah, but you think they're different people
Yeah.
for a little bit. Oh, that's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
No.
He's in a lot of those, actually. Because
Is he?
one, he's in Toy Story 2 as the guy who fixes Woody's arm.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
It's the same old man.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, same guy.
Oh.
Well, it's supposed to be the same guy, yeah.
Toy Story's wild.
I mean, all of Pixar is kind of like lead into
they're
each
all
other.
It's a-
like in the same universe.
Yeah, I saw a thing where Monsters Inc. Right?
Uh-huh.
That's Pixar.
Yeah.
They come out of a kid's room and one of the monsters is like terrified or whatever when he comes out of the room,
Mhm.
and you can see a poster on the wall of the room, and that same poster is in Sid's room.
Yep, I saw
in Toy
that,
Story.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the same universe.
And then you always have like there will be like a stuffed Nemo fish in a movie. They all pay homage to each other.
Well, like the pizza truck from the original
Yeah.
Toy Story is in like almost every one of their movies somehow, the logo or something
it's
like that.
even in Wall-E.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
like a space car thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wall-E's a great movie.
Yeah.
Wall-E makes you think.
Yeah. Nobody listen. Everybody
Nope.
still litters.
Do you think? I kind of think like it's supposed to be like a farce of humans, but kind of like Idiocracy, where
Yeah.
they're making fun of it, but it's eerily.
It's
You
like
know,
a.
we
like,
should
yeah.
start paying attention.
Yeah.
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 I think that maybe. I mean, that's the way of talking to kids. Like,
Yeah.
but it didn't work.
Yeah, because we all grew up.
I mean, Wall-E came out when I was grown, but.
Any of the new Pixar movies you guys like?
A lot of them seem to be based on singing now,
Yeah,
Singing. That's how you get younger kids.
and I'm
into
not
it.
into that though.
the one that's newer came out last year, Onward. It's not about singing. It's actually very good. I liked it. It's about this guy's dad dies and he inherits his wizarding powers, and he's supposed to bring him back through a spell that he has to go get this crystal for. It's actually pretty good. I'd recommend it.
Yeah, but is that teaching kids that once someone dies, they can come back? Or is that discussed in the movie? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's kind of hinted on that, that's an exception.
Oh.
Because he doesn't know he's a wizard.
That is one thing I know from the newer ones. Like isn't Coco Pixar? Ooh.
Yeah.
Freudian slip again. You do that a lot.
Shit.
They're always phallic related slips too.
Well, yeah,
I was gonna say Disney.
All right, go ahead.
That talks about death, like how to handle death, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
So it's good that they're teaching kids how to handle. Well, that one movie is just about literally about the emotions.
Yeah, Inside Out.
Inside
Yeah.
Out.
That's a genius idea.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it
They
was,
pulled it off.
done very well, yeah.
Yeah. That's great. That's a newer. I mean, somewhat new. It's
It's
like
like
5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah, it's 2015.
Yeah. Well, we have Brave. I've
Up,
seen that.
I like Up.
Up
is fantastic.
Wilderness
Everybody
needs to
loves
be
it.
explored.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that movie though.
The end rips your heart out.
Yeah.
Or not the end. I'm sorry. The beginning. The beginning
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all sad.
with that flashback thing.
Yep.
So there's a lot of like franchises in Pixar too, like the Monsters University, Monsters Inc., the Toy Story,
Finding
Nemo franchise, The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Well, is there more than one Incredibles movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's Incredibles 2 that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once they find something that hits, man,
Yeah.
keep making.
Would
it
you say
till-
you like Pixar movies more than just OG Disney movies?
Well, I mean, you have the nostalgia factor. So like, Pixar. By the time Pixar was coming out, I was kind of growing up. Like,
Yeah.
so like the Disney movies were when I was a little kid.
Especially when Pixar merged with Disney.
Yeah.
Like that's
I think Pixar hits a lot of emotional buttons with a
Mhm.
lot of their movies, where the old school Disneys, they were just for entertainment
Yeah.
values. I mean, you look at some of the old Disney movies like Black Cauldron, what's that, The Little Toaster, stuff like that.
yeah.
Those weren't like emotional movies. Those were just,
Fox and the Hound was, bro. What do you
Yeah.
mean? Damn, Fox and the Hound mess a little kid up.
Have you ever seen Monsters Inc?
Yeah,
Oh, love it.
it's good.
I
It's a good
love
concept,
the
too.
the jazz, like it's a jazzy movie. I love that. The intro where like it has the credits. Great. Another 60s vibe.
And the whole series is good.
Yeah.
I heard they're coming out with another Monsters Inc. spin-off.
Really?
Yeah, for what happened after Monsters Inc. because they went to like the laughing instead of the screaming, and it's supposed to take place with the new monsters coming in.
Huh.
So they're probably going to be silly looking and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's called.
Silly gooses.
I just saw it, but yeah, it's supposed to take place afterwards, and they're being taught a completely new system.
Yeah.
So
Real quick, that guy playing chess is called Jerry's Game.
yeah,
Jerry's Game.
Yeah.
Great one.
1997.
Great. What? So, have you seen all the Toy Stories? Is
Yeah.
there only 4, or is there?
No, I
5?
haven't seen the newest one, to be honest with you.
yeah. I don't think I've seen
The newest one's the one with the
4.
fork.
4.
Yeah,
Forky.
Yeah, I don't
Sporky.
think I've seen that one.
I mean, yeah, like my
It's
nieces
okay.
and stuff are crazy about Toy Story.
Yeah. It's
which I can tolerate.
it's cool for like Shaman and I because we literally mirrored Andy's age
Yeah.
growing up. So because the movies did age with him, like
Mhm, yeah.
they mentioned that that was cool, you know.
Yeah, because it came out in what 95, and I was 2. You were
Jesus
like
Christ.
3, and he was like what, like maybe 4 in the movie.
He wasn't very old.
Yeah, 'cause
Andy in the first one?
No,
was more
he
than
might have
4. He
been
was like
like
8.
8.
Eh.
I don't know.
But there was,
But like
there
the
was-
college one definitely came out when Shaman and I were going into
Yeah.
college, which yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't really care for like the Finding Nemo. I think they're really visually cool. I love the underwater.
They're
kind of
funny
stuff.
too, though.
Yeah.
I touched the butt.
What?
That's a line in the movie Finding Nemo.
Whatever. It's the line that stands out to you. Now, the one line, if you
Yeah.
have to quote all from Finding Nemo, that's the line you come back to.
Yeah, it's a famous
Wild.
line.
No, I like the
Ratatouille. Is,
Ratatouille. That's a
That's a good one.
cool
That's Pixar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That one. That's not my
Did you know that they're making a new Buzz Lightyear movie?
Yeah, we
The
talked
live
about
action.
that.
Yeah, the live action. It's called Lightyear.
When does
Okay.
that actually come out?
Next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
2022.
Yep. It doesn't give a specific
No,
date.
that's too far. Can't look that far ahead.
I'm
Forget
pretty sure
about
it
it.
was supposed to come out this year, but everything got pushed back because of COVID. So
So it'll come out in 2024. That's what you're saying.
no, I mean it was supposed to come out.
Is that a leap year?
I don't know.
Shit.
Why does it matter to you?
You wouldn't get it.
That pretty much is like my Pixar knowledge.
I definitely know more about the ones from when I was younger.
Yeah.
The new ones, I haven't.
Yeah, the new ones, unless they're like a blockbuster hit.
Yeah, unless people are dying, Shaman's not watching.
That's true. That is a prerequisite for Shaman films. Someone
it's
has
not.
to die.
Did anybody die in Wall-E?
The Earth,
Earth. Yeah.
the wife.
Dang, you just
I've never seen Brave, but I've heard
really.
that's good.
It's a very good movie.
The Good Dinosaur is good too.
Yeah, I've seen that. That
Um,
movie Luca that I think it just came out.
Luca.
Yeah, I think it's Disney Plus though.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch it. It looks very good. It's about like mermaids coming up on sea and
Mhm.
how they interact. But it's obviously a kids movie, but it looks pretty good.
Pixar has a very specific animation too. Like
Mm-hmm.
all their movies are very similarly animated, and other people kind of copied that, and that kind of like set the standard when Pixar movies first came out.
One time I want to compare DreamWorks movies to Pixar movies. I think that would be
Doesn't
fun.
aren't they the same?
Are they? DreamWorks and Pixar are different, I think. Because DreamWorks is like Shrek.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Who made Ants?
Maybe DreamWorks. No.
Because that was like they copied A Bug's Life, and it's a good movie.
Was
and it's-
Ants Disney?
I don't know. They copied A Bug's Life, and it was still like 1998. It came out at the same
Yeah.
time. It was DreamWorks. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
DreamWorks made Ants, but it's kind of darker than
Yeah.
A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life seems more innocent than Ants.
All right. Well, that's the extent of our knowledge on Pixar.
Pretty
I'd
much.
say.
Yeah.
So don't call us an expert. But that being
I
said,
mean, there's only so many Pixar movies,
That's
too.
true.
I mean,
That's
the
true.
category's pretty small.
Now, do you find yourself watching them without a kid? Man.
So yeah.
A good portion of the time,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have
especially if they're on Disney Plus now.
very little
Yeah.
interaction with the youth. Youths.
Utes.
All right. That being said, we're moving on.
To the countdown.
Yes.
So we had two of them. One
Yeah.
being The Great Dictator.
Great Dictator. We'll talk about that one's next on the list.
Yeah.
Um.
Shaman, what'd you think?
I actually liked it. I'm a huge Charlie Chaplin fan.
Mhm.
the speech he gives at the end, I think, is the best speech in movie history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that when I first watched it, because I ended up actually watching this movie for a college course. I absolutely loved that speech.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was watching that speech on my phone, and I'm gonna put her on blast. But Dana was laying next to me. She leans over and she's like, "Why are you watching Hitler?"
That's a good actor. That's what that is.
Yeah, because I mean, those speeches were intense.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was saying. Probably not good stuff, but
I think what's even crazy. Well, first of all, Charlie Chaplin plays two people.
Yeah.
In the movie.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is good, and at that time, and also it came out in 1940.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like
Before, not before, but like America didn't really know everything that was going on in
Think
Europe.
about that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't Charlie Chaplin get blacklisted? I think he got blacklisted in Hollywood because they didn't want to offend the Nazis or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Because
very controversial, and
Yeah.
they were trying to stay out of the political limelight.
I know he got blacklisted. I don't know if that's why or not.
Man.
But yeah, I enjoyed the speech because the way I took it is what he was saying was exact opposite of what the Nazis were actually all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was saying, resist the orders of the oppressor, stuff like that. So I thought it was a very good speech, and for the time,
Mm-hmm.
it was like a battle cry almost.
Yeah.
So
And he's like staring into your soul while he's giving it to.
It's crazy too. Most people think when you hear Charlie Chaplin, you think silent.
Yep.
yep,
And
100%.
it's crazy that you would say that the best movie speech ever
It's from a silent star.
is from a silent
Yeah.
movie star. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I enjoyed that movie.
There's some pretty good like slapstick comedy in it too. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, if you don't like the old school comedy, then I don't think you'll enjoy the movie itself. But if you do like the old school comedy, definitely give this a watch because you will enjoy it. So,
Yeah.
In my history class, in college, we watched the Charlie Chaplin movie, but he wasn't. It was a silent movie. He worked in like a factory
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I've seen that one
That's
too.
a famous one.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
It goes through the gears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like super physical comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it had
Well, you have
He's
yeah.
he's a hell of an actor, even in
Yeah.
the silent films. And
Mm-hmm.
so,
What do you rate it?
to be honest, I really didn't like it.
You did or didn't?
I did like it.
Yeah.
8.6.
Wow. Big ups from the Shane Man.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm gonna go 7-8.
Okay.
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 Respectable.
I'm not a huge. I respect him. I'm just not a huge fan of his and that style. Like just like kind of like what Shane
yeah,
said.
if you don't enjoy that style, then you're not going to
The
enjoy
movie
the
itself and what the movie means is high,
Yeah.
but you know,
I'm into it. I'm gonna give it an 8.3.
okay.
Okay.
Just historically.
It's another one of those you just probably watch once, but you should watch it.
Yeah, because I didn't watch it until the class that made me
Yeah.
watch it, and now I've watched it 3 more times. So
Yeah.
Wow. So do you disagree with what Alex is saying?
no, I agree with him. Like if you don't like that aspect of a movie, the old school comedy, then you're probably not gonna watch it more than once.
See, it almost to me too is it's almost farcical of war movies, which I'm not like a stickler for attention to detail or anything
It's
like
like-
that. But when I watch a movie that covers like politics, kind of war stuff, I don't know.
You are absolutely a stickler for that. Who are you
Okay.
kidding?
Well, then yeah. So like the fact that it's, but then again, I disagree because I really like MASH. So I don't know. Maybe
So like, how do you feel about Hogan's Heroes? Have you ever seen
I
that?
like
See, I feel like it for him. It's the content of the movie or whatever. If it's strictly a war movie, then he's gonna be a stickler. But if it's like this movie or Hogan's Hero where it kind of plays it off,
Yeah.
then he's not as bad. Like MASH, it's loose with it. It's fun with it.
I love MASH, but we've talked about this.
The
So-
movie is completely different than the TV show, but that's a whole different thing.
Right.
So, but yeah, I just didn't love it, but it's a good movie.
Black and white.
Yeah.
I would say at least watch
It's
it once.
1940.
Right.
So
Yeah, good
Yeah.
movie.
yeah, get out there and watch it. All right, and doubling up, the other one was
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard. What do you think?
I really liked it.
I disagree. I thought it was weird, far-fetched,
Let's battle.
extreme. I can see why it's on the list. But
Because of the way it was filmed?
yeah, direction was very nice. It wasn't my niche of a movie. I didn't like the actress in it.
The main
the crazy lady.
yeah.
Gloria Swanson?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Norma Desmond, that lady?
Like
Yeah.
I think she did a great job as playing the
Well,
part.
you know why? Is because that role almost mimicked her life. She was
Really?
a silent film star, but she stayed more relevant when the
So I didn't
talking
know that.
started. Yeah, but that film for her was a comeback. I'm pretty sure. So
Interesting.
it was almost
Isn't it
like
similar to Singing in the Rain?
yeah.
And that's kind of the same premise?
Yeah. I knew it was a movie we watched for the countdown. It's good because it's a writer. He ends up at her house. I mean, it's a pretty old movie, so I can give you a thing.
That's
without-
80 years old.
Yeah. It's a kind of down and out writer. Ends up at her house because he's running from people trying to repo his car. And she's basically what I just said, a silent film actress who lost her fame when
Tabloids kind of destroyed her.
when the sound started. She kind of was drawn out. But she's trying to write a movie to make a comeback, and he lands up in her arms, and she's like, I want you to help me write this movie. She ends up falling in love with him and just paying for everything. He's a gigolo,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, he needs the money, how it starts out.
Yeah.
So he's doing it because he's rewriting her play to make it more cohesive.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Good
like you
word.
said, he kind of just starts living off her.
Yeah. And then they turn in the script, and it's a horrible script, but he realizes he needs to do something. So he starts writing a script with another girl, and he ends up falling in love with her, and it's a whole big thing.
It has that noir
Yeah.
feel that you like.
Yeah.
That 50s.
Yeah.
So, Sunset Boulevard rating. I'll go first. Give it a 7.0.
Okay.
It's kind of Singing in the Rain.
I'm going to go 8.5.
Wow.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
See, I was going to go 6.9.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like it, but I can give it the respect because I can see why it's on the list. I
Why
can see
don't
why
you
it's,
like it?
because it was just, I don't know, weird. It was out there a little bit. Like, she was extremely crazy.
Mhm.
And nowadays, none of that would have flew. Like, everybody knew she killed him. Yet she's walking down the stairs at the end of the movie, and everybody's just, like, looking at her.
Well, there's the spoiler.
Well, it's 72
Yeah,
years,
you're not
71
wrong.
years old.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, and I just didn't connect with it, but I can show it its respect because I did think it was, directed very well. For the timepiece it was in, because it was black and white, but it had different camera angles and stuff like that gave it a little bit more. So I gave it a 6.9.
Respect.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's going to do it.
I guess we're going to move on, right?
Yeah. What did you watch?
You know what, Corey? You go first.
You want me to go first?
You go first.
I watched a newer film
Okay.
with a star you guys might know, Liam Neeson,
Okay.
The Ice Road.
I've been actually thinking about watching that. I've
Well,
seen it.
I don't
Should
know
he
that
not?
you should.
Okay.
I mean,
Why so?
it's okay. It's
He's-
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, is he on his decline? And
It's just, it's the way the movie starts. I was into it, and then the longer it goes, you're just kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's he is basically a truck driver who gets fired a lot because his brother has like PTSD and something from the war, so he's like needs special attention and he takes care of his brother.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they get fired from jobs, so he's bouncing between jobs and whatnot. And then these coal miners get stuck in a mine, and the company cut corners, and that's why they got stuck. So they hire Liam Neeson and a couple other people to drive these trucks across this frozen lake to drill down to save the miners.
Okay.
And so it's all believable and whatnot, and it's going on, and then it's like there's people, the company's trying to sabotage them, so they're trying to kill them, and then like there's this bad guy.
Because if the people survive, other people will know that
they cut corners. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to make a massive.
And by the end of it, the guy is letting off explosives in the mountains to cause avalanches onto the trucks below, and it's just like,
damn,
it just gets out of hand.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But if you're into that, like the Expendables and
No, I was gonna watch it because truckers and.
it's cool. There's cool trucking aspects to it. It's not a horrible movie. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean to like bash it, but by the end of it, I was just like, let's wrap this up. You know what I mean? Come on.
Isn't it like a Netflix movie?
I think I watched it on Netflix or Hulu. I don't remember what I watched it on, to be honest, so that's my bad.
Yeah, but it's like a.
Oh, you mean like created by them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, but
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I was thinking of watching it, but I wasn't 100% sure.
I mean, it's if you're willing to go into it to take it for what it is, go for it, man.
Yeah, I kind of was feeling it because Liam Neeson is on his decline.
Even
in
his
my
punches
opinion.
like seemed weak.
I mean, dude's old.
I
so.
know, but he's like punching people. I'm like, that was a weak jab. He's not. That's not Liam
Yeah,
Neeson.
I mean, he'd probably still kick my ass, but.
Yeah, but it was
Could he kick Bruce Lee's ass?
Bro, you're gonna bring this up every time.
It was an okay movie. I would give it honestly like a 5.0.
Okay.
5. Ooh.
That's pretty low for me,
Ooh.
but it's just like another movie.
Yeah.
I hear you. You know what I watched?
Maybe that's a little rough. 5.5.
No, stick with it.
All right, yeah, go with my gut.
You know what I watched?
What?
Under Siege. Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
You ever see that?
talking about unrealistic.
Bro. I watched it with Shaman. I was one of those guys. I was saying
He was picking it apart.
yeah, that bullshit.
He's like, the silencer's not working, or
If
Yeah,
you
on the
go
guns
into
that
it-
have silencers, they're loud, and the ones that do, or
don't have silencers,
Yeah.
are quiet.
If you go into a Steven Seagal movie expecting realism, I think that's on you.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree. I mean, he's a ex-Navy SEAL cook. Only survivor or person not captured. And Miss July 1985.
Yeah, that was the only.
I don't know what year she was, but something
19.
like that. I don't know.
so are you guys sharing what did you watch
No,
this week?
I
That's
got my
cute. No?
You have your own?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
What-
disappointed.
What'd you rate it? So I'll give my rating for it too.
Shit. 6.2.
What?
Yeah. For strictly.
What is a bad movie to you?
Huh?
Like, what
I mean, I was gonna go around there too. I was gonna go.
what
6.
does a movie have to be a 4?
The Benchwarmers.
That's a 4?
I hate that movie.
I feel like you're biased or something. You don't like that guy. You don't like
Rob Schneider.
Napoleon Dynamite.
John Heater.
Isn't he in that movie?
Yeah. I don't mind him.
Huh.
I
You
like
just don't
Napoleon.
like the movie at all?
Not at all.
Yeah, I was gonna give it like a 6.0, just straight.
Under
across the board.
Siege?
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. There was good action,
Steven
but it
Seagal,
wasn't
like, flicks his
believable
wrist
action.
and kills people.
The ship was cool.
Is this fat Steven Seagal?
No.
Or-
No, it was
This is
beef.
this is mid-size.
Is it Seagal or Seagal?
Seagal.
Depends on what hemisphere you're on.
Okay.
Throughout the movie, Alex is like, "That ship's not moving. Those waves would not be
There's
that
no
calm."
waves. So how does that? You're on the
The
ocean.
ship does not move at all, and he's right, completely flat.
Gas is expensive.
And then like the submarine, because it's an old movie, so we can talk about it. The submarine pulls up right next to it, this huge boat. No hesitation whatsoever. It comes hot and heavy, like, and no waves at all. So
But it is pretty cool. The whole Navy stuff.
Would you recommend somebody watch it?
Yep.
I don't.
What's
think so.
better? Have you? I forget what this one's called, but it's the one where he's on the plane.
I'm not a fan of. Him, so I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen that? Is
No.
that him? And he's in it for like 5 minutes. there's a plane under siege, and he shows up in like a B-2 bomber. It pulls up under the plane. I don't know, man. And then he falls out of the plane
And lives.
No, he does not make it.
Good. It's the most realistic thing that's ever happened in his movie.
I think it's called Executive Decision.
It might be.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
All right. So Shaman, what'd you watch?
My what to watch was actually a TV show.
Okay.
The
like it.
Peaky Blinders.
Oh, I love the Peaky
I
Blinders.
started rewatching it, and it's good the second time through too. Like,
I've tried to watch it and I couldn't understand.
You just have to focus, man.
Do you use subtitles?
Yeah.
yeah,
You have to.
yeah.
I think I
100%.
did. I think I wasn't.
You have
at the
to.
You
time.
have to,
But this
because
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I would suggest we watch it.
It's really
me trying
good.
to watch it because it is actually very good. It gets very into like what it was like to live back then, post World War One, right?
Yep.
And yeah, it's a very good show.
Damn.
And he's a hell of an actor to pull it off.
So you've watched
Yes.
it once already, and then you started
yeah,
it again.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't
can evaluate the whole series as a whole
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the latest
season.
second half of that season. Yeah.
All right.
One of the did you know Aunt Polly just passed away a couple months ago?
No.
You
Yeah.
watched the show as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love the show.
You've seen all of it.
Mhm.
But yeah, the reason why I started rewatching it because I haven't watched it in a while, so
Yeah.
I was getting into the momentum for the new
Yeah.
season and stuff. So
Like, it's
Alright.
super gritty. It's
people
cool.
get their heads bashed in, and
Yeah.
So like Gangs of New York
Yeah.
style.
Yeah, so like every season there's basically a different enemy for the Shelby family. Like the first season there's like a detective guy. In one season they're fighting against the Italian mob. In one season it's against the Jewish mob.
yeah, the London Jewish people,
Yeah.
like the high command people.
There's a season against the IRA and the Russians. It's really cool because it ties in the political events after World War I. Like there's a lot of communism in it, because that's when that was starting to get spread, and it's cool. Their accents are like historically researched to how they would have sounded actually back then.
It's super thick.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very good.
yeah.
So what do you give it?
As a TV show, 8.5.
Wow.
Very good to show. You can watch it.
That's what you do.
Yeah. No, it's like you can watch one episode to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Whereas other TV shows, you can watch one episode and have no idea what's going on because
Right.
it has to tie into everything else. Whereas this one, you can watch one episode, starts to finish. He accomplished what he was going to do that episode.
Oh, okay.
But in the long run, it does tie into everything else.
Alex disagrees, but
We see it differently, but I see what Shaman's saying.
what do you rate it?
Like an 8.6.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
it's a good,
Is that good?
good
It's
ass
really
show. Yeah.
good.
All right.
It's really, really good.
I need a new binge show.
I do recommend it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So is that gonna wrap this one up?
I think so.
I believe so. Stay tuned for a special announcement coming out about next week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got some exciting news, things to look forward to. So stay tuned for that, and we will catch you next time.
See ya.